Hello everybody, we are getting ready to make the honeysuckle soap. So I've got my melted oils and I have my lye water solution. So we're just going to put this in here and get all the air bubbles out. Put the safety glasses on. So we're going to pour this down first. We're going to get this mixed up and separate our colors. Not sure how this fragrance is going to behave in here. I thought about hand blending it, but we're just going to go ahead and give this a go. Just need it to be mixed, thoroughly mixed, where nothing separates. Alright, and we have a light pink, a green, and a yellow. And I'm going to leave some extra to do some piping with. I don't want like overloads of color on the inside of the soap. So let's get this out of here. This fragrance smells so good. It's the closest I think I've smelled to, you know, an actual honeysuckle plant or one of the bushes. It really does smell good. And it was on sale, and they said that in the descriptions it said it does accelerate a little bit. Florals, fragrances tend to be really bad at that. So we are just going to see what we end up with. Alright, so let's see here. Let's start off with half of these, because we are going to want some for the top, for the piping. Just don't know that, like I said, I want a ton of color right inside the soap. Alright, so let's set those off to the side. And we'll get our mold. I'm going to go ahead and put some of this fragrance oil in here. Get it thoroughly mixed in. And then I'm going to pour it in the mold, and then we'll get the colors going. And then we're going to do drop swirl and a hanger swirl to get some of those colors moved around. So far so good. Alright, and I do need to leave a little bit of white for the top. I think I may have poured a little bit too much in my colors. Of course, I guess we don't need any white for the top because we're going to be putting some piping in. Go ahead and scrape and get this out. So I ordered, for the first time, a very large amount of palm oil. And palm oil has to be heated and mixed thoroughly before you separate off any amounts, because when the palm oil cools, the structure changes. And if I were just to scoop it out as is, I wouldn't be getting all the fatty acids equally throughout that oil batch. So I had to figure out how to heat up and mix 50 pounds of palm oil yesterday, and it took forever. It took me like 4 hours to get everything heated up thoroughly, everything mixed in, and then I had to separate into my individual amounts. And I still have half of it left over. I ran out of containers. I think I got a little bit more yellow than I was anticipating. That's okay. Nothing's ever perfect. And I didn't have like a set design, like it has to be this way, because it just hasn't been going that way. And it's just easier to kind of say, this is what I kind of want to do. We'll see how it goes. All right, so let's get these mixed in nice and good. And then we'll start pouring these. And they stayed really fluid, which is really good. Haven't been having that luck lately. And like I said, with this floral fragrance, I was really worried. Everything is going to plan. And then we'll just, after I get done pouring everything in the mold, we'll let these sit for just a little bit to thicken up. That way I can pipe with them. Just want to make sure I get everything off the bottom with these, because I already had my colors pre-mixed in the bottom. Oop. Yellow's starting to thicken up. All right, let's get these in here then. Oh, I got a hair on here. Okay. Let's see here. Sorry you can't see the whole thing here. It's gonna get shaky. Yeah, that's a little better. Let's do the pink next. See if I go up from a little bit higher, if I get down in more. A little bit. Definitely should have saved some of the white. Oh, it smells so good. And then we'll get the hanger swirl out and swirl all this in. A little bit more pink. All right, let's get our hanger tool. Bang this down, get some of the air bubbles out. All right, so we're gonna go down. Let's go back to back first. And let's start getting this swirled in here. Looks like a lot of color. Try to get some down below. Hopefully I didn't get it too muddy in there. All right. So we are going to spritz this with rubbing alcohol just to kind of help seal it until we get the piping on it. Just going to cover it just until we get the piping on. All right, let's see here. Yeah, this stuff's gonna have to sit up for a little bit. So normally I know when my piping is ready when like you go to move it and it stands up. You just know that you're gonna get good definition with it and it'll stay and not get all goopy on you. The only other thing I can do other than the piping is to do like a design on the top, but it is honeysuckle, so I wanted to do maybe not flowers. I'm not real good at flowers yet, like the roses and stuff like that, but I would like to do something a little bit special on top. And I really enjoy doing piping. So, all right, so once this sets up, we will come back and get this in the bag and get some piping done.